Much has been raised about the seeming quietness or the sugaring of temperature of the Gen Z and the movement. And that is, some people are asking what is going on or whatever.
This week, it seems like we had less rhetoric coming from Kenya. So I think we had time to dial down mentally. And the Olympics has been, I guess, a good time filler, or at least it's taking you away from all the serious stuff, for lack of a better word. Now, granted, we, what is it? We are quarterback, what do they call us? Armchair quarterbacks.
A Ugandan got 10K. So I don't know if the slang means a Ugandan got 10K, like 10K shillings or was
10K
given
dollars, yeah,
or
yeah.
fafanua hapo ni nini, hiyo 10K ni nini, a
Maze?
Ugandan got 10K.
Yeah,
Please fafanua hapo. Okay, and then Slay says it was false. I hope it was cause that's not right. Yes, it was actually false. NPR reported, like that the International Olympic Committee had to come out and say that like she was actually born a woman, and it was just false news, false information that was spreading around, and unfortunately it went so far and wide. So I advise people who maybe,
and then you know how those Rithagli clans.
Yes,
you're brood, and then they're talking about that's a problem with the Democrats, and then being the party of everyone, KSG, so it just shifted all of a sudden to a different topic.
Yeah, it shifted to a different topic.
But because I think there's a one point Mika actually was correcting some people in a certain group. It's like, no, the Olympics does not allow. Kuna mutaratara, kuna rules and regulations.
There are rules. They don't allow transgender athletes. Yeah, so people. I think we've gotten to a point where people have become lazy when it comes to checking information, and these people who spread false information, they know how to do it in such a way that they will not be fact checking. It will just spread, go round and round and round, and now there's a narrative that's forming, and people are running with it. It's kind of the same narrative that happened with the French soccer player, what's his name again, Ashraf Hakimi. It was a narrative, but until today, some people believe that story was that it was a true story. But that's just how false information spread. This being campaign season in the US, you have to be very careful and vet any information that you get, anything that you receive. Consider it fake news until verified. Please just consider it fake news until verified, unless it's coming from a reliable source.
Like the OneMicShow?
Yes, like the OneMicShow.
Understood.
I'm not even gonna give ourselves that much credit. I'm gonna say,
Omera, give us credit. Let's move on.
I'm gonna say, like a source that has accountability, because one thing is that sometimes people tend to call us journalists because they've seen us doing this for a very long time, but we always emphasize that we are not journalists. So journalists go through a certain process when it comes to collection of information. So we are not gonna take that away. We're not gonna take that away from them. There's a very serious vetting process for journalists when it comes to collecting information and verifying sources. So to me, if you get information from let's say Nation or KTN or even CNN or any other major news station that has accountability, meaning they can be taken to court if they spread false information, then at least at that point, because even the major media sources sometimes get it wrong, they always come back and correct it if they get it wrong. So please be careful of that. And then Washeke is telling us she's tuned from Venus. Sleodor is saying she's tuned from Mars. And then Slay anatuambia mnachoma, mnashout. And then Slay tells us the Ugandan the 10K Ugandan is a 10,000 meters race. So we're also going to be talking about that. But at the moment, I want to come back to the studio. Welcome all the other panelists. I'm going to start with you, DJ Moshfire. How has your week been? And tell us, what has been the most exciting thing that you've seen or you've had or you've done this week? DJ Moshfire.
Santeni. Good to be back in the studio. Karibuni to our fans, our peoples, and of course, Ali. Yeah. But the week, this week flew by. I don't know where the time went. All of a sudden, it was Friday. In fact, in my mind, I'm even thinking it's Saturday. I don't know what happened. And by the way, we're in August, in case chaps didn't know. And
imagine.
Yeah, so the rest of you guys mutarishe kashap yako because this is my birthday month. So I just want to let you guys know na musijifanye ni kama mjui. Now, what did I do that was spectacular? Let's just say I survived the week. I survived the week. And this week it seems like we had less rhetoric coming from Kenya. So I think we had time to dial down mentally. And the Olympics has been, I guess, a good time filler, or at least it's taking you away from all the serious stuff, for lack of a better word. Now, granted, we, we are quarterback, what do they call us, armchair quarterbacks over there cheering.
Monday morning quarterbacks.
Yes, we are really cheering.
That one too.
We're cheering our Kenyans, and because athletics has started, Kama Leo was day one. What? If that was anything to go by, all records are being broken. All, not one, all.
Okay, been a week of fire and fury. Mike, kwako, how's your week been? What are the most exciting things you've had, seen, or done this week? Mike.
Let us just say that Jobo Nyahunyo has been cracked thoroughly, properly. And much has been raised about the seeming quietness or the sugaring of temperature of the Gen Z and the movement. And that is, some people are asking what is going on or whatever. In addition to that, still, our ear on the ground, 2020, the 2023-2024 finance bill was declared null and void, illegal by the Court of Appeal. Sawa narudi 2022-2023.
2022, yeah.
Yes.
So that was Uhuru's.
Yeah. So there's I'm not gonna say a love-hate. I'm gonna, for lack of a better word, it's a love-hate relationship because you're looking at the Olympics, you're looking at what's going on, but then in the background, you're like the same country that is hosting is the same country that is banning their athletes, barring their athletes, and it's one of those you're like, okay, help me understand what the hell is going on over there. Like the lady, we're going to discuss about her, banning the hijab. In fact, we had a side discussion about hijab. Leo tatufunza kakitu. For those who don't know, the US women's team, after 100 years, wameshinda medal. They medaled in the sevens. After 100 years.
The US sevens rugby team.
Women rugby team. The last time the US won a medal was 1924.
But was rugby
rugby 15? Yes. Please.
Okay.
Please. See, baby.
Okay.
Even the commentators.
I don't know.
You will verify.
Verify.
I don't know.
The Olympics.
I don't know.
Rugby is a new sport in the Olympics.
That is fine. I don't know.
Rugby is a new. Yeah.
I think they were meaning that. When did?
Or maybe 24, not Olympics, but the first medal they won in 100 years.
When was the first Olympics?
No. Let me put it this way. I'll say that this is the first medal, the first win. They have whatever you want to call it in 100 years. The US women's team.
Okay, that
I found that I found that very interesting.
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
no, it is true. That's what they were saying.
Let's go.
Yeah, look. But anyway, it has been crazy. Whatever is going on in Iran, Bado, this idiot,
temperatures rising.
Let me tell you, this idiot was given a chance. He spoke, but surely. Anyway, this idiot from the butcher of Gaza.
Okay, sawa. Let's go. Yeah, so let's go to Mika Och. Asante sana Mike. Let's go to Mika Och. Mika, salimia wasikilizaji na watazamaji.
Amio jamani, unmute.
You're on unmute.
You
You have been on unmute,
You
bro.
can't hear yourself, Mika?
Yeah.
You have been on unmute, bro.
Yes.
Please.
So I've been on unmute najaribu kukutetea ulikuwa unaongea tu utaki niongee nikutetee no wanda wamekupiga.
Haya, sawa sawa.
Hebu nitetee kadhe.
Okay,
Aya,
talk to us.
msaidie.
Mika.
Endelea kupigwa.
Side awe wacha.
Talk to us, Mika. Talk to us, Mika.
Anyway, to help Uno in his claims, he confused himself. This is the first medal the US 7 teams have won in all competition
Ever. Men, women, other.
Of course.
In-
No, wanawake.
So have the
Actually,
US.
So
Go
so
ahead.
define that again, Mika, because I'm still not quite understanding it. It's the first medal in what?
in any it's the seventh team. Both actually, it is the first time in the sport. The first time that the Americans brought any silver in sevens in a world event was in 1924. And actually, no, not in a world event, in a rugby event was in 1924. That was when the team won gold in 15s. Gold in the 15s. So rugby was there in the 15s. Olympics kitambo kitolewa.
Omosh.
Oh, so rugby used to be in the Olympics.
Yes, before
Yeah,
Mosh running his
kitambo
mouth.
15s.
Okay, but it wasn't the women's.
It was rugby.
This is the.
Okay.
It was rugby. This is the
Rugby.
first.
Okay.
The
Men's or
first
women's, it
medal
doesn't matter.
the
Thank
US
you,
has
Mosh.
won
Thank you, Mika.
rugby medal.
Thank you, Mika.
No,
Yeah,
lakini
'cause-
Uno never knows his facts. That's why you know.
No, but I know they won a gold. It has been 100 years. It's somewhere in between. Nyof,
Because from my understanding, and I think the US women won the bronze.
no,
They
won
won the
bronze.
bronze.
Yeah, they won the
So
bronze.
that's
But
what
it's
I'm
the
saying.
first medal.
That's why Uno said medal. Hakusema
I
gold.
said, I didn't say gold. I said medal.
Okay.
So since 1924 walikuwa hawajaishinda kitu yoyote, both the men and the women. So this is the first. Then
100
the
years.
women won this medal.
Okay.
Because remember, rugby came in. Ilikuwa Brazil. Brazil was the first time we had rugby.
2016, yes, I remember that.
Yeah, Brazil.
Sevens
Brazil was
or
the first time
15s
we
or
had
coming
rugby,
back?
and then the second time we had rugby was
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
And Fiji won the last 2 golds
On the men's side.
on the men's side, yeah. And on the women's side, I know Australia had won some medals, or New Zealand had won some medals. So the US actually, Australia were going to go on a
Three-peat.
on a three-peat of winning medals, and the US spoiled that. Anyway,